Hello, and welcome to a new outdoor adventure with the Outfitters Camp. Join us and discover the boundless magic of the vast Quebec wilderness. Hello, and welcome to an all-new adventure with the Quebec Outfitters Camp. This week, we're exploring la Seigneurie Du Triton for some brook trout fishing and a black bear hunt. As in bygone days, you can take the train to this magnificently preserved territory. Once you deboard, the pontoon shuttle carries you and all your gear to the main compound. Just sit back and enjoy the spectacular scenery. The compound looms before us in all its magnificence. Manager Nicolas is there to greet us and make us feel right at home. Like any good host, he gives us a rundown of all services and explains the rules for our getaway. Though our goal is to harvest a few black bears, we'll also be wetting our lines to try the exceptional brook trout fishing that the outfitter offers. Geared up from head to foot and also loaded down with snacks and drinks, our angler is accompanied to his lake by a well-oiled team. A short hike later, and he's arrived. Following the guide's advice, our fly fanatic heads to the lake outlet not far away. He hooks a trout on the first few casts and then another one, and the action just keeps coming, always in the same spot. By touching the trout as little as possible, he can release any fish that don't factor into his lunch plans. Not bad for a morning's work. Now it's time for shore lunch. Given the remote location, the quality of the teamwork and setup gives you a good idea of the outfitter's high standards. Back to the main action as the black bear hunt begins. Annie Tremblay, an administrative assistant with la Seigneurie Du Triton, is first to set up for a suspenseful afternoon. Mario and Rémi now head to their blinds, but not before taking all the necessary precautions to avoid being detected. Nothing is left to chance as they kill all odors, whistle their arrival, and freshen up the lures. A few taps on the barrel round out the ritual. Now they can only wait and hope. A first bear comes into view. Annie's main goal is to stock her freezer, not bag a trophy. As an experienced bear hunter, Annie knows that the smaller the bear, the more tender the meat. There's no doubt that this average-sized Bruin will be both tender and tasty. Its magnificent pelt will probably serve for a nice rug. A perfect shot. Annie is sure that the shot is good and calls in reinforcements to track her prize.
Good trip.
She couldn't get any luckier today. The bear has fallen in the middle of the trail, making life easier for the guide. Things were quiet for Mariot and Rémi last night, who start their second day of the hunt. Serge is a stickler for ritual and sees consistency as the key to success. He is the Pavlov of the forest. Whistle, cakes, lures, and 3 smacks on the barrel to replace the dinner bell. Mariot has opted to use a traditional bow and set up without a blind less than 5 meters from the bait site. This technique will call on every ounce of his courage and spike his adrenaline levels sky high. It's the hunt at its most exciting. Everything's ready. Though some may find the wait long, for hunters, this is nature therapy. Absorbed in the tranquility of nature, your thoughts turn inwards and run free. And the occasional visitors are always a pleasant surprise. No bear was fooled this evening, but fresh signs indicate that a dominant male is in the area. Did he sniff out the ambush? In the meantime, Serge visits the other sites, always doing the same things in the same order to keep the bears coming back. Game cameras have been installed to provide greater insight into the habits of the territory's wildlife. Rémi has also opted for an up-close and personal hunt. The guide sets him up at a comfortable shooting distance with a clear line of fire for his crossbow bolt. Back at the lodge, it's easy to forget the day's trials and tribulations. The sumptuous decor and rich history take you back in time to an era when names like Vanderbilt, Rockefeller, Roosevelt, and Churchill all hobnobbed here as guests. Though today the lodge is open to everyone, that was not always the case, and you had to belong to some very select families to even dream of vacationing here. Comfort, luxury, and convenience deep in the heart of the forest. What more can you say? Well, how about 5-star gourmet cuisine? The guides do their utmost to ensure the success of their guests. The game cameras are scrutinized to determine the time and frequency of visits and to learn more about the size of the quarry. Since the hunting is better in late afternoon, some hunters use the downtime to rest, go fishing, or try one of the many outdoor activities. For Mario, it's a perfect opportunity to hone his technique. Zero hour has arrived. False alert, the bears don't need you just yet. Mario and Rémi each head to their hunting area. The action begins a few minutes after Rémi arrives. The bear wastes no time as it heads straight to the barrel. Rémi lets the bear get comfortable to keep it calm and unsuspicious. The shot is perfect, just behind the front leg and right in the kill zone. Rémi indicates where he lost sight of his prize. Time to call in the reinforcements. Mario is also busy as not one but 2 bears have dropped in for a visit, upping the excitement considerably. But how will they react when Mario is spotted? He has to be patient and play it safe. The dominant male is finally alone. He must weigh close to 400 pounds. Mario gathers his courage and fires. The shot looks good. The look on the hunter's face says it all. While calling in for help, Mario learns that Rémi too has bagged a bear. Now the real work begins for the guides. Rémi's first trophy is quickly found, and no time is wasted tagging it and strapping it to the Can-Am Outlander. It's late, and there's still one more bear to find. The search has barely begun before the fading light forces us to call it off. The search is postponed until tomorrow, which is unfortunately when we leave. Even though we can't show you the final result, we need no further proof that this territory holds some big bears. For an exceptional fishery, bear numbers on the verge of overpopulation, and luxury amenities that rival those of the world's greatest hotels, you owe it to yourself to visit this unique and exceptional wilderness destination at least once in your life. The Quebec Outfitters Camp would like to thank the Tremblay family for their hospitality and for continuing the Triton legacy that has preserved for over a century this historic and natural paradise of which we can all be proud. Quebec Outfitters Camp has been brought to you by Tourism Quebec, Quebec Outfitters, Remington, and Can-Am BRP.